Welcome to the greatest rivalry in Egyptian football history. Here, football is more than just a game. It's a passion that unites and divides a nation. Two clubs dominate the hearts and minds of millions, Al Ahly and Zamalek. This is the epic tale of the Red Devils and the White Knights. In the bustling capital of Cairo, where ancient pharaohs once ruled, there are two teams that hold the key to the kingdom. But before we dive into this epic battle, let's take a closer look at each team's journey through time. First, we travel back to the year 1907, when Al Ahly was founded right here in Cairo. Back then, the British were running the show in Egypt, and the young club was established to rally Egyptians together against foreign influence. Fast forward to today, and Al Ahly is known as the club of the century in Africa, boasting a whopping 42 Egyptian Premier League titles, a record 11 CAF Champions League trophies, and numerous domestic cups. But it's not just about the numbers. Al Ahly is a symbol of pride and excellence in Egyptian football. Some of the most legendary players in African football history have graced the Red Devils jersey. One name that echoes through the ages is Mahmoud El Khatib, aka Bibbo, with an astonishing 384 goals in 396 games. He remains the top scorer in Al Ahly's history. But it doesn't end there. There's Mohamed Aboutrika, the magician with the ball at his feet who dazzled opponents with his skills and elegance. And let's not forget Essam El Hadary, the legendary goalkeeper who made history by winning the CAF Champions League a record 5 times. But our journey takes us back again, this time to 1911 in Cairo, where Zamalek was born. From its early days as a modest sports club, it evolved into a powerhouse of Egyptian football, claiming 13 Egyptian Premier League titles, 6 CAF Champions League trophies, and a host of domestic cups. Zamalek is known for its style of play, determination, and passionate supporters. Hazem Emam, with his mesmerizing dribbling skills and flair, is a name that resonates through Zamalek's history. He is truly the king of dribbles. Abdel Halim Ali, with his prolific goal scoring, helped Zamalek claim many titles. And how can we forget Gamal Abdel Hamid, the midfield maestro who orchestrated attacks with precision and grace? But the real magic happens when these two titans clash in what is known as the Cairo Derby. It's not just a match, it's a celebration of Egyptian football. The first recorded derby took place in the 1940s, but the intensity grew in the 60s and 70s. Since then, the Cairo Derby has become one of the fiercest rivalries in world football. These matches are like battles filled with passion, goals, and sometimes a bit of controversy. It's hard to predict outcomes because both teams leave everything on the field. The energy is electric as the Red Devils take on the White Knights. The stands are packed with passionate fans waving flags and chanting songs. Every goal sends a wave of joy or despair crashing through the crowd. It's a feast of football, a testament to Egyptian talent. But the Cairo Derby isn't just about the sport. It's a cultural event, a clash of history, pride, and identity. It is a time for families and friends to don their favorite colors and cheer their teams to victory. Now let us dive into some historic matches that have left their mark on the hearts and minds of football enthusiasts. Al Ahly 5-0 Zamalek. In the world of football, there are moments so extraordinary that they transcend the sport itself. And on January 26, 2007, the Cairo Stadium witnessed one such moment. On that day, the Red Devils of Al Ahly humiliated their arch-rivals Zamalek with an astounding 5-0 victory. The match will forever be etched in the annals of football history as one of the most famous victories ever, but the story doesn't end there. Let's rewind the clock to February 18, 2002, when the tides turned in a dramatic fashion. Zamalek hosted Al Ahly in a gripping league match that kept fans on the edge of their seats. The tension was palpable as Zamalek fought tooth and nail to secure a 4-2-3 victory against the Red Devils. With each passing minute, the drama unfolded, leaving spectators in awe of the unpredictable nature of the beautiful game. And then there are the epic encounters in the CAF Champions League, the premier club competition in African football. When these two powerhouses met on the continental stage, the matches were nothing short of spectacular. Battles of wits, tactics, and sheer determination as they competed for supremacy in Africa. Each encounter was a showcase of talent, athleticism, and the unwavering pursuit of victory. The Cairo Derby in the CAF Champions League was a spectacle that captivated audiences across the continent and beyond. As the years went by, the rivalry intensified, creating an electrifying atmosphere that made every match a must-watch event. Al-Ahly and Zamalek have faced off in several cup finals, and some of those matches were decided in dramatic fashion. There was the 2001 final that went down to a penalty shootout after a 1-1 draw, with Al-Ahly eventually emerging victorious. And who could forget the 2020 final, which saw Zamalek claim the trophy after defeating Al-Ahly on penalties once again after a goalless draw. One of the most legendary matches between Al-Ahly and Zamalek was played in the 1976 African Cup Winners' Cup final. Zamalek came from behind to defeat Al-Ahly 3-1 in extra time, denying their Egyptian rivals a continental double. The match was a thrilling display of skill, determination, and resilience, and it remains one of the most memorable encounters between the two teams. Mahmoud El Khatib's name echoed through the ages in Egyptian football, not just because of his incredible stats, but for the magic he brought to the game. He was a magician with the ball at his feet, leaving defenders bewildered and fans in awe. His contributions to Al-Ahly and Egyptian football are monumental, with 41 trophies to his name, including 5 African Champions League titles. He is a true legend of the game. Hazem Emam wasn't just a footballer, he was an artist, a maestro who painted masterpieces on the field. With Zamalek, he won 3 league titles and 2 African Cup Winners' Cups, but his legacy extends beyond trophies. He was the king of dribbles, leaving opponents in his wake and fans in awe of his mesmerizing skills. Then there's Mohamed Aboutrika, the elegant playmaker who mesmerized audiences with his sublime touch and vision. He was the heartbeat of Al-Ahly's midfield, orchestrating attacks and creating chances for his teammates. His contributions to the club's success are immeasurable, including 3 African Champions League titles and 2 FIFA Club World Cup bronze medals. Aboutrika was not only a brilliant footballer, but also a humble and charismatic figure who became a symbol of hope and inspiration for many. There's also Hassam Hassan, a prolific striker who terrorized defenses with his clinical finishing and aerial prowess. He holds the record for most goals scored for Egypt and is considered one of the greatest Egyptian players of all time. Gamal Goma played for Zamalek from 1974 to 1984, winning 4 league titles and 2 African Cup Winners' Cups, known for his exceptional technique and ball control. He was a key member of Zamalek's dominant team in the 1980s, but the list doesn't end there. There are so many more legendary players who have donned the jerseys of Al-Ahly and Zamalek, each contributing to the rich tapestry of their club's history. It is no secret that fan culture plays a huge role in the excitement and passion of the Cairo Derby, and boy, do the fans of Al-Ahly and Zamalek know how to make their presence felt. The Ultras Al-Ahly, the die-hard supporters of Al-Ahly, are known for their unwavering loyalty and passionate support. They transform the stands into a sea of red, creating an intimidating atmosphere that rallies the Red Devils forward. Their choreographed chants and rhythmic clapping echo through the stadium, sending goosebumps down the spines of players and fans alike. The Ultras Al-Ahly are not just spectators, they are an integral part of Al-Ahly's legacy. When Zamalek takes to the field, the White Knights have their loyal followers in the form of the Zamalek Ultras. These dedicated supporters don white jerseys, waving flags, and singing songs that boost the morale of the team. Their unwavering loyalty and passion create a sense of unity and solidarity among the fans, making every match an unforgettable experience. Both clubs have had legendary coaches who have shaped their tactics and led them to glory. Manuel Jose is a name that resonates with all Ahly fans, especially in the 2000s when the Portuguese coach led the team to unprecedented success. Under his guidance, Al Ahly won multiple Egyptian Premier League titles and CAF Champions League trophies. Hassam El Badri, a legendary Egyptian coach, has also had stints at Al Ahly, Zamalek, and the Egyptian national team. He is best known for leading Al Ahly to several domestic and African titles. Pitso Mosimane, the South African coach, made history by winning the CAF Champions League with Al Ahly, becoming the first coach to achieve the treble with two different African clubs. He is known for his tactical acumen and ability to read the game. Jesualdo Ferreira, a Portuguese coach, had a significant impact on Zamalek, helping them win the Egyptian Premier League and the African Cup Winners' Cup. He is regarded as one of the most successful non-Egyptian coaches in Zamalek's history. Mahmoud El Gohari, a legendary Egyptian coach, led Zamalek to several league titles and African triumphs. He is considered one of the most successful coaches in Egyptian football history. Carlos Queiroz, the experienced Portuguese coach, had a brief stint at Zamalek, but his impact was immediate as he led the team to the final of the African Super Cup. Off the field, the rivalry extends beyond football. The streets of Cairo come alive with the colors of Al Ahly and Zamalek during the build-up to the derby. Local shops and businesses don their favorite colors, and fans proudly display their team's logo on their clothes and accessories. It's a sea of red or white, depending on which side of the divide you stand. During the Derby week, the city becomes a battleground of chants and songs. Each team's supporters stake their claim on the streets, filling the air with their team's anthem. It's a cacophony of sound that reverberates through the city, building anticipation for the upcoming clash. On match day, the streets come to a standstill. As the two teams make their way to the stadium, traffic grinds to a halt as fans line the streets, waving flags and chanting songs. It's a display of unwavering support that inspires the players to give their all on the pitch. The Cairo Derby has often been overshadowed by controversy. Instances of violence and hooliganism have marred the build-up and aftermath of some matches. Sadly, the passion of the fans has boiled over at times, leading to unfortunate incidents that overshadow the true spirit of the game. Now, you might be wondering how these two titans of Egyptian football compare on the domestic front. Well, let me tell you, Al Ahly has been a dominant force in Egyptian football for decades. They've clinched a staggering 42 league titles, leaving their closest competitors far behind. In the Egyptian Cup, Al Ahly has lifted the trophy a record 36 times, showcasing their consistent excellence. When it comes to the Super Cup, Al Ahly reigns supreme with 11 titles, underlining their dominance in Egyptian football. They have also represented Egypt in various continental competitions, bringing home a total of 11 African Champions League titles and 6 African Super Cup trophies. Now, Zamalek might not have matched Al Ahly's trophy cabinet in terms of numbers, but they've certainly left their mark on Egyptian football. Zamalek has secured 13 league titles, 6 African Champions League trophies, and 5 Egyptian Cups. Their continental achievements include 2 African Super Cup victories and 1 African Cup Winners' Cup title. And now it's time to explore the modern era of these two football giants. Both Al Ahly and Zamalek continue to attract top talent from across Africa and beyond. With lucrative contracts and state-of-the-art facilities, these clubs offer players the platform to showcase their skills on the biggest stage. In recent years, Al Ahly has assembled a squad with a blend of youth and experience. Players like Mohamed Salah, Mahmoud Karaba, Junior Eje, and Amr El Solia bring a dynamic flair to the team's attack. Meanwhile, veterans like keeper Mohamed El Shenawi, defender Rami Rabia, and midfielder Taha Basic provide leadership and stability. Zamalek, too, has its share of talented stars. Players like Ahmed Sayed Zizo, Youssef Ibrahim, and Mostafa Fathi dazzle with their skills and contribute significantly to the team's success. The club's recent signings, including exciting prospects from various African leagues, promise to add depth and quality to the squad. Both clubs have invested heavily in their academies, nurturing young talent and ensuring a steady stream of homegrown players. The future looks bright as these academies continue to produce skillful and promising players ready to make their mark on the senior team. The rivalry between Al Ahly and Zamalek extends beyond the borders of Egypt. It is a testament to their global impact and the caliber of players they have produced over the years. Many Egyptian players have graced the fields of European football, leaving their mark on some of the biggest clubs. Mohamed Salah, the Liverpool superstar, is a shining example of Egyptian talent on the world stage. With his incredible goal-scoring record and mesmerizing dribbling skills, Salah has captured the hearts of fans.